What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as I do Monday through Friday, bring you junk journal content and videos. So if that's what you're into, please do subscribe and give me a little thumbs up. It would really help me out. So you guys, I am here back on my Patchwork and junk journals that I'm making, and I am most excited to continue working on them. I'm making 6 of them. When you had seen me last, hi Miss Patricia. Make sure you send me your address, girlfriend. Message me on Facebook, please. So where we last left off, the first episode, we made the junk journal cover and we reinforced it. Second episode, we made the outside cover, which is basically my fabric patchwork with paper behind it. So it is now paper essentially. And now today what we're going to do is we are going to work on the inside cover. And my inside cover, basically I have a piece of fabric here that's what I actually sew my signatures onto. And then I glue this to the inside of the cover. That is the very, very last step, but I do need to make this cover. And I like to do that ahead of time, so that way I'm ready to sew my signatures in. Okay, so I have already done this for the rest of the journal, so I'm just going to show you all how to do that on this example here. And so let me get my stuff that I need, and get this stuff situated here. What I'm going to be doing is also making this piece of fabric here into paper. That is my end goal. So I make the piece of fabric just a little bit bigger than the cover. This is for the inside cover. So I make it the same size as the outside cover first, and then I whittle it down by 1/4 inch. We'll do that in a moment. Whatever size cover you have, just make the inside. This is the first step, is to make it slightly bigger than the cover. Okay, I'm using Heat and Bond light here. Hi Miss Catherine, hi Stephanie, how are y'all? I'm using Heat and Bond light here, which is a iron-on adhesive. So it's going to iron on a layer of glue to the back of my fabric, and I'm going to sew the back of the fabric to this textured side of the Heat and Bond. I don't know if my camera is crooked or if I'm just crooked. I don't know. Y'all know I'm like obsessed with getting my camera correct. Anyways, I'm going to iron on the back of it. So I just have a regular like household iron. I have it set to the hottest setting. We'll heat this up to the highest setting. I could have ironed it first. Let me see. Over here, the edges are kind of curling in. Just give it a quick iron first. Okay. So you want to hold the iron down, and you don't want to slide it around. You just want to hold it down for about 30 seconds, pick it up, and then move it to the next spot, and hold it there for 30 seconds. This is going to be so cute. I use the same fabric and the same part of the fabric for all of these inside covers. I normally like to make a collection of journals with the same inside fabric. That's kind of like what makes it a collection. I really didn't want to look for 6 different fabrics. I could have, but I really like this fabric right here. It reminds me of a fabric I have had in the past. It's just like a white background with some pink flowers, pink and peach colored flowers, and some green leaves. It's just such a cute and such a minimalistic design, which I really like. And it really goes with the flow of all of the busy patchwork on the outside. It doesn't actually have this fabric in the patchwork. Normally I do pull from the fabric in the patchwork, but this time I decided to go with this one. My last favorite fabric to do the inside covers, I also used a peachy kind of pinky flower design. You can see that right there. Oops, sorry. Okay, see like a pinky peach flower design. And on this one's also a pink peach flower design. Thank you, Miss Patricia. Keep ironing on here. You want to make sure to get all the edges, and I do go around about twice if I feel like it more than that, just to make sure that I really get all the edges. You could always go back and iron it later if you find that some parts did not adhere. Hi, Rain Girl, how are you? Okay. Now I'm going to set this off to the side of the camera. Oh, and this is parchment paper, right? Parchment paper. Stephanie says, so are you just doing heat and bond where the book lays, not where it folds over the edges? We are doing where it folds over the edges. That's what the outside cover is for. The outside cover is going to lay over the edges, and then the inside cover lays on top of that. That's how that's done. Right now, I'm just doing the inside cover that doesn't go over there. Okay. Now that we've got that on there, you're good, Miss Stephanie. I just started, so I haven't gotten to that part technically. Okay, so we peel off the heat and bond. Don't forget to do that. Don't forget that part. And now we have this shiny layer of adhesive behind our fabric, right? Okay. Hang on, I'm like obsessed with taking off the extra glue. You don't have to, but I just like to take off the extra glue. Okay. So now, what we're gonna need is a piece of paper. And I'm using packing paper. I just got a new set from Walmart. Let me show it to you. In case anybody wants some more details on it. This is literally my last piece of packing paper here. And I said I better buy more. So this is packing paper. I get this from Walmart. This says it protects surfaces and helps keep items clean. It's basically to add some cushion in between your dishes when you move or when you're mailing something out. And so what we're going to do is we're going to glue, we're going to iron the shiny part of this on the back of the heat and bond. On the back of the packing paper here. And I do prefer to iron on the back of it because that's where the glue is. And on this step, you could move it around if you wanted to. And this needs pretty much just as long as the other time we ironed. Lenny, hi Lenny. How are you? Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm getting. Alternatively, you can iron on the front of it. Ideally, you'd iron on the back. I just hate when I can't see the fabric on the back of it, so I don't know where exactly it is that I'm ironing. So I'm just going to do it this way. And I'm using the parchment paper because I don't want the extra adhesive around the edges to get on my iron. That's what we're doing here. Otherwise, I'd get glue on my iron, which I have done in the past, and it's okay. It's fine. It does go. It does go away eventually. So it's not the end of the world if you do get glue on your iron, but yeah, I prefer not to. I would really, really prefer not to. And I'm ironing on top of a 1/2 inch of wool here. I got myself a fancy ironing pad. I love it. It's big. Cost me like $50 though, but but it's nice. Yes, we are using heat and bond. You can iron a dryer sheet and it cleans your iron. Oh my God, Stephanie, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. We are definitely using heat and bond now. Let me see if it's good enough. I'm going to move it off camera and move it around to cool it down. Shaking it. Okay. Yep, that is the heat and bond all the way around. I try and pick off the edge, and if I can't pick it up, then that means the glue is nice and bonded to it. Use a little heat right here. Okay, we're all done with this step then. We are all good. Turn off my iron. Throw my iron stuff away. Put this up to the side for a second. Let me get this out of the way. You can see my poster boards on her folks. Okay, let me get my cutting board back. I will need my sewing machine in a second. Okay, here, this is big. Ugh, there's stuff on my table. Okay, so now Beverly, hi Beverly. Okay, so now our heat and bond is on the packing paper. So we've converted our fabric to paper. Now what I'm going to do, whatever size cover you want to make, it's all the same kind of technique. I am going to trace the cover on the fabric. And I'm using a pencil, you can use a pen, whatever. So whatever size cover it is that you're using. And then if you don't have the luxury like me of having a 6x18 ruler here, what I have used in the past are my plates from the Sizzix. If you guys have a Sizzix, or what do they call it? I think it's called a Big Shot or a Cuddle Bug. If you have the big plates, they're usually around 6 inches by about 15, I believe. I've used that. And if you don't have a rotary cutter, but you want to make journals out of fabric, I highly suggest you get yourself a rotary cutter. I really, really do. Get yourself a rotary cutter. I didn't have one for the longest time. And that was my mistake. That was a bad idea not to have a rotary cutter. I love my rotary cutter so much. I've made a lot of journals with fabric without it. And let me tell you, life is a lot easier with it. Lenny says, I learned so much from you. Thank you for watching. And I'm glad you learned something. That's good. Let's see. The originator of this technique is Miss Zoe Tofield. So if you'd like to check her out, she basically made her spine out of this material right here. Like the inside cover was about a 4-inch strip in the middle of her journal, and then she would use paper on the covers, like on this part of the cover. I decided to make the whole thing this material, but she's the originator of this. I do want to give credit where credit is due. Okay. Now I am tracing the size of the cover. We actually want this to be smaller than the cover, but this is the easiest way I have found to do this. So I made it the same size as the cover, and then I'm going to shave off a 1/4 inch off the long side and the short side, width side, whatever. So I'm going to cut off 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch from here. And a 1/4 inch from this side here. Actually, I take off a little bit more from the length. Slightly, just slightly, little bit more than a 1/4. Okay, so now, cutting off a 1/4 inch from the length, and the width, I now have a cover that should be slightly smaller than the outside cover. See, just slightly smaller, literally slightly. This one had a little piece of extra chipboard. 1 second, I gotta take that off before it annoys me. Okay. Okay, so now the last thing I need to do to this inside cover is zigzag stitch all the way around. So let me do that, and then we can get into covering the journal with the outside cover. Get my iron, let me throw in my cutting tools. I really need to clean my little carpet here, some mess. Okay. Okay, let's get my sewing machine back going. I had unplugged it to make room for everything else. Ugh, sorry. Okay, so at my sewing machine here, I'm just going to do a simple zigzag all the way around this journal here, all the way around the inside cover. If you don't plan on sewing through your cover, then you can use Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. I use Heat and Bond Light because I like to sew through my products. Okay. I'm using the same color thread as the outside cover here. So it's like blue. I love this blue. It's so pretty. Shape right in here. Okay. We are loaded. Again, I'm just going to do a simple zigzag stitch all the way around. Just because I don't want the fabric to fray. Even though it's not even possible for it to fray. I just like the look. I do make the stitch a little bit wider and a little bit longer than normal, but nothing crazy. My allergies are kicking my butt, you guys. Whew. Ooh, it hurts to breathe. Last stitches I gotta do here. Okay. And that's how I make the inside cover. This is, I end up folding it in half. That's the middle signature, inch to right, inch to left, second and third signature. And then this gets glued on into the book. So that, okay, Ms. Beverly, have yourself a good night. That is how you do the inside cover. Now, let's get back to the fun stuff. One moment. Okay, so now we have to cover. Now that this is all done, we're basically all prepped. Our covers are ready to be covered. Okay, so we're working with the outside cover only. I have to consider which side do I want to be the front. I guess this side would be the front. Okay. I don't want this to be, no, it's this way. Okay, so this will be the front. Okay. Now, I always like to trace this just so when it comes down, actually gluing it down, I know where it's supposed to lay. I forget. I forget where it's supposed to lay sometimes. So, just for good measures, I'll trace it out to where I intended it to lay. The cover, I believe on most of them I made it 1/2 inch, but I think I should have made it 1 inch. I think it might be good with 1/2 inch, but I really should have made it more like 3/4 inch, 1 inch. Okay, so let me get my glue. Leave my little cart back to me. Got my glue. And I have my silicone brush. I'm taking off the glue from my silicone brush. Okay, I got my silicone brush, my glue, and you know what? I'm going to put parchment paper on top of my desk so I can protect my board. Oops. Okay. So we need to glue this whole cover down here first. Let me get some glue on this. I'm using Turbo Tacky glue, and this is my wide nozzled bottle. I'm going to get a nice amount. all on the cover. It's a very generous amount of glue here. And I like to use my silicone brush to spread it. There we go. Oh my God, you guys, my treadmill gets here tomorrow. So excited. My treadmill. I'm getting my little workout room all situated. I'm so excited. I got the TV installed back over there. And I am ready. I am ready for it. Miss Gigi. Hi, Miss Gigi. How are you, Miss Gigi? Welcome. Miss Gigi from Sweden. Okay. Now we'll lay the book where we outlined so that way I remember. There we go. Perfect for me. Okay. I said I was going to grab baby wipes. Hang on, I grab the baby wipes because I can't stand. I can't stand having sticky hands. And I'm going to be all glue here for like a minute. So let's just go through this step by step. I'm going to need a fancy butter knife, aka, what is this called? Boning folder? I always forget. Bone folder, I think. Bone folder. I just call it a fancy butter knife. Okay. I'm going to make good contact between the paper and our chipboard here. Oops, got glue on that. Great. In the makeup section, where'd you get that silicone brush? I got it from, I got it off Amazon, but they do definitely have them now in stores normally, in, like they said, in the beauty section where all like the face masks are. But I did buy mine on Amazon back in the day when I really couldn't find them in person. Okay. Okay, so our cover's on. Next thing we need to do is we need some scissors. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this corner in. I'm gonna fold all the corners in. I can't visualize where this is supposed to be. I have to see it. I have to see it physically or I'll forget where it's supposed to be. Okay. So now that I see that, I'm going to cut slightly before this fold that I just made. Just slightly. 1/4 inch or so. Okay. So much better smooth the glue out. Yes. Brushing with a bone folder. It's not really bone. It's made of bone. No, it's not. Isn't that what it's called? I mean, Really, am I wrong? Okay, after I do that, what I like to do is I like to create little triangles where the book would fold. So little triangles like that. Okay. And then not quite to the cover. Okay, and then I'll cut that out. Let's get this in here. Okay. I used to try and visualize it, but I just can't anymore, so I just draw it off. I literally just draw the little triangles. Okay. So here's what the cover looks like before I glue it all down. Okay, so let's get this all finished up here. I am going to glue the long side first here. Spread the glue out here. I'm going to get it even to this little edge over here, all the edges. All the little nooks and crannies. Okay. I need to clean that glue off. So now I'm going to turn this over here like that, flip it over. We're covering up the edge there. And I do kind of try and push the fabric inwards. You do want it up against the edge. You don't want any fabric like floating over here. Get my fancy butter knife. And again, just try and work the fabric, paper, whatever you want to call it, into the chipboard so that it makes good contact. Let me get some towels. Oh, here's one. Paper towel. So I did glue everywhere. I just wipe my parchment paper down with a paper towel. And it will take off most of the glue. So we'll get on my cup. Okay. Now let's do the other long side here. Rain Girl says I have to work tomorrow, and here I am after having a strong coffee hour ago. Coffee doesn't keep me up. I don't know. I could fall asleep right away. Coffee does nothing. That's why I really don't even drink coffee. I don't. I like iced coffee once in a while, like from fast food place or something. But do I drink coffee? I don't drink coffee. I prefer to have a chai latte here at home. I prefer chai. Okay. So here's our other side. Trying to get inwards here. My bone folder again, trying to make good contact here. Okay. It's already looking real cute, you guys. It's already looking real cute. Okay, let's do this part here now. Rain Girl says, yes, ice milk I made myself. I wanted it real bad. Ice, yes. I prefer caramel. Oh, we have another Patricia, Miss Patricia Ann Apple. That is cute. I don't know if that's your real name, but that's cute. I like it. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Getting the glue even to this little edge. That little edge also has to have glue. Okay. So very important step here, what we're gonna do. You see this little corner right here? We're actually gonna pinch that in. You see how I just like pinched it in with my nail? Pinch it in over here. When I don't do that, the corners here get to a complete triangle and I get little fuzzies there. I don't like it. So I pinch this little corner, and when I do that, it almost it looks like it's like wrapped around instead of a triangle. I'll show you right now. You see how that corner looks like it's wrapped instead of being pointy? That's what pinching that little corner does. So I pinch the little corner. I didn't used to do that, and I didn't, and until I did this, I started to like how it looked. Because it would just come to a complete corner, and I didn't like that. Here it looks like nice and rounded. Okay, am I off screen? Oof, hang on. I need to move myself. Where am I going? Sorry. What's happening? Sorry. I'll do it again. I have another one. And I have other books to do it too. Sorry. Who hired me? I don't know. Move on the corner there, very important. Okay. So again, here is the corner. And I'm pinching it. I don't know if it's going to work that much over here because I should have left it a little bit more. But anyways, I'm going to pinch this corner here too. And then just pinch it. Ooh, that one was kind of hard because there's like a seam on there from the patchwork. Let's see over here. Pinch it again. See if it'll work. And honestly, nobody's ever going to see that because I am going to cover that in a little metal corner. So nobody will ever see that I pinched the corner. Honestly, I just thought about it. But if you're not going to put metal corners, then it does look a lot cuter when it's pinched. Okay, I'm just saying. I was thinking about it. I'm like, nobody's ever going to see this. This is literally, I'm going to put corners on there. But anyways, that is how I cover my books with the fabric. I'm going to do one more. We're going to do one more. I do let this dry flat. And you can put heavy stuff on top of it to kind of weigh it down. And it'll be a little floppy. And once it dries, it might try and curl in. But you just work it back out like that. And it should be good to go. Okay. So that is that one moment. I think it looks really cute. Thank you, Lenny. Okay, let's do another one. Ooh, let me make sure these, I didn't put a number on that one moment. I'm going to call this one A. Okay, I want to make sure I keep the inside cover with the outside cover. Not all the boxes are the same size, so that's why I try and keep them together for now. Okay, so let's do this one. This is the one I have with the green. Dorothy, thank you so much. You're too kind, girlfriend. Thank you so much for the support. Okay, now we have this one. Let's see. See, this is the one that I made kind of smaller. And I need to renumber these because I think I switched these covers. I'm going to make this one B. And so I'm going to put B on this one. Okay. Well, I should say this should be B. My pen is dying. Okay. So, I think I cut off too much material. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out if I cut off too much. But anyways, let's get this glue down here. Okay. Back up a little bit because I'm kind of working down here. Okay, so let's get the glue on here. I guess it's okay to use this on top because it's fine. Gotta get glue all over. Oop, sorry, my glue farted. It wasn't me. I swear. Okay, there we go. Glue out of the way. Yes, and if you have a little moment, please do give me a little thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. Thank you. And thank you, Patricia. Okay, get the glue. Get the glue. Take enough extra glue here. Carrie, hi Carrie, how are you? How are you? I'm trying to make sure I get all this extra glue here to the edges here. I might just put another line of glue here because I need more glue on the edge. I am doing very good, Carrie. Thank you for asking. I am chilling. Okay. Let's get this glue down now. I try and put it in the middle. As close to the middle as I can. As close to whatever I feel is the middle. And, okay. This is more like 1/2 inch. I probably recommend 3/4 inch around your journal cover. I'm going to use my fancy butter knife here to kind of get it to stick with the chipboard where it can. I'm getting the glue off here just because I don't want it to get on my bone folder. Okay. More glue here in the corner. Okay. Okay. We're doing the best we can here. We're doing the best we can. Yeah, let me get this glue off of here. Dorothy, it's almost 1 a.m. here. You are up late, girlfriend. You are up late. Okay, so again, we are going to fold in the corners here. And I try and get funny enough, I try and get like a 90-degree angle here. Or whatever would make it like a perfect corner. If that makes any sense. I didn't used to do this part, and I used to kind of mess up a lot. I used to mess up a lot. So now I fold it. I mess up a little bit less. A little bit less. I'm surprised my cat is just asleep next to me on the floor. And I'm surprised he's not making a fuss at all. The door's closed. Surprised he's not making a fuss. Okay, so I need my scissors again. Did I leave them somewhere? No. Okay. Oh yeah, they're right here. They're right here. Okay. So I'm going to cut just beyond that line. Just slightly beyond the line that this is like not glued down at all. Just beyond. Okay. Okay, so let's get the long side done first. Glue down first. Oh wait. Oh wait. I forgot. You make the little triangles. I forgot. Let me use one of those scissors for this part right here. Totally forgot that. Like, I'm not going to dry it and it's not going to come out right. Okay, I guess that was okay. That's cutting it close right there. Okay. So has to have good glue. Again, I'm using Turbo Tacky glue. This is actually my favorite glue for embellishments, for gluing pages together, for gluing anything together. I use Turbo Tacky. The only time I don't is when I'm using like very light papers. And then I use a glue stick. Other than that, I am using Turbo Tacky glue for everything, pretty much. Let's get this side folded down. I just fold down fabric. I do push on it. I tug on it. I push on it. Make sure it's up against the chipboard here. They should sponsor you. Thank you. They should. I do use a lot of it. Oh my god, do I go through this glue? I just bought another one right now when I was at Walmart. My husband's like, you just bought one. And I said, I don't think you understand how much of this glue I go through. You don't get it. I said. Okay. Okay. So let's do this other long side now. Actually, I guess that's fine. I guess this 1/2 inch. It's not ideal, but it'll work. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Because I cut them all pretty much the same size here. You guys are funny. Okay. Just get the glue here. Okay. Just a couple of swipes of the paper towel takes away most of the glue. Still tacky, but it's not glue. Okay, so let's fold this in here. Some material paper she's using. I'm using, technically it's fabric that I have turned into paper, Carrie. So I have adhered fabric to paper, and I did that at the beginning of the video. You can go back to it and watch it again. And I also did it in part 2 of this series here. So go back and watch the steps. I've done every single step here live, but I have turned the fabric into paper. That is what I have done. Okay. Now let's do the short sides here. So it's both. It's paper and it's fabric. Get the glue here in that little corner. Very important. That little corner is very important. Now, again, what we're going to do is we're going to pinch this little corner. I'm going to pinch it right there, the very corner right here. Again, I'm doing this, but I'm also going to add metal corners so nobody will ever know. But if you're not going to add metal corners, it gives it a better look than if you don't pinch that little corner. Okay. Trust me. It gives it more like a rounded corner than if it was like 2 pieces of material going like that. Okay, so that is done. That is done. Okay, let's do this one right here. Then I'm going to finish up for tonight, and then tomorrow I need to finish the rest of them. I need to do 4 more of these tomorrow. I'll wait till tomorrow though. And then tomorrow night, I guess we can get started on signatures. We can get started on picking papers, cutting them down. And then we need to focus on, after that, then we can focus on sewing in the signatures. And I should have a bunch of junk journals ready to decorate. What day is it today? Tuesday? I should have a bunch of journals to decorate maybe by Monday. Probably by Monday I'll have them ready to decorate. This is great. Okay, so the last bit of this baby wipe here. I can keep working down the cover like that. So that's my cover. These, I do let these dry overnight. You can see that there, right there. Hey, who gets some money? It's about $15. Where did it go? I don't see a live chat, so I don't know if it went through. I have gotten chats before. I'll do one more. We will work on one more. Just because because I feel like it. That way I don't have to do 3 tomorrow. Okay. So let's do the orange one. I guess that's the one that's next. My neon orange. I love this stitch. It's just a zigzag stitch. I must not have finalized mine because it really does pop up. It really never has an issue popping up. Daisy, what you been doing? Oh, you know what, Jen, you weren't here earlier today because I did go live earlier today. I scanned the covers that I made, and I made a printable from them. So if y'all would like to check this listing out, which is pretty cool. It's literally these covers here that I'm working with. I scanned them before I'm putting them on the book, and you can check them out. It's 5 pages of my handmade quilts here. The red one, this is the orange one here. This is this part right here. It's exactly this part right here. That's fun. And so they're gonna make really cute pages. I already know how I'm gonna use them. I'm excited about them. Yay. So I released those yesterday, I believe. Did I do that yesterday? No, it was today. That was today's listing. I'm trying to put out a new junk journal printable pretty much like every single day. So that's that one if you guys want to check it out. I love watching decorate. Okay, there's going to be a lot of decorating. Lots and lots of decorating. Okay. So let's glue this sucker down here. Probably get in one more here. Okay. And again, I've already traced it so I know where to place my journal after I get all the glue on it. And I put all this glue right here. Thank you guys. Think you guys are too kind. This is a fun process to show off. Some of it is literally just gluing stuff down. But it is the whole process, you know, it's the whole process. And I love this technique. You might not like this technique, but for me, this really does work out. I have all the tools I need for it because I've literally been doing junk journals this same way for about 3 years now. I do once in a while do different types of junk journals, but honestly, this is kind of my bread and butter here. I love making these journals. They sell the best. And so honestly, that's why I concentrate on them. I have made and sold other types of junk journals, but this is like the best that I have found with all my tools. And again, it's taken me years to gather up tools and supplies. And like I said, maybe you don't have all these supplies. Maybe a different technique works for you. That's fine. But I always try to make, you know, I like to follow videos. And whatever it is that they make, I'll try it out and we'll see how I like it. But this method here with the heat and bond, with the cereal boxes, it's kind of the best that I have found for me. Okay, so let's glue this down here, making sure I'm in the lines that I drew. Just a tiny bit here. Okay, we are good to go. I use their method of heat and bond for my cover. See, there you go. How did you like it, Jen? How did you like it? It just adds a nice, like, heavy layer to it. My books are almost as thick as just regular books, which is what I like. Okay. So now, let me draw everything I need to cut. This right here, again, I try and make it so that it makes a nice, because sometimes you'll be like this, and that's not what you want. You want it to make a nice little corner there. Nice little corner there. I found a place that costs $1.99. Oh, let me see. Jen said it worked well for her. There you go. Glad to hear that. Here. I found a place that costs $1.99 to send each time, so I sent 10 of them. I get so many days for each. I don't see a donation, so I don't think you got charged for it. I get a percentage of donations, and YouTube gets a percentage. I don't know what the percentage is, but they get their little cut, and then I get the rest. That's how YouTube works. I'm using my little, to me these are thread cutters. They're just these sharp little scissors. Okay. I go a little bit beyond this line, the line that I make when I fold it. I cut just a little bit beyond it. Okay. So here's my cover again. You see how it wants to kind of bend? I don't know if you can see that. But you just want to, throughout the whole process, kind of try and bend it the other way that it's trying to bend. And you'll get more of a flat journal. Okay, so let's glue the long way here. Can you get Heat and Bond on Amazon? Yes, you can. Let me get you the link. This is Heat and Bond Light. If you are not planning on sewing on your projects, then you can get Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. It's the same. Idea. You just don't need to. You just it's not meant to be sewn on. So you can make a book the same way with just regular fabric, and just regular fabric you want to put on the inside. And you can use that Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. But again, this is Heat and Bond Light because I like to sew through my projects. And I sew my signatures in with my sewing machine. If you're going to use the pamphlet stitch, then you don't need to. Then you could use the Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. Otherwise, I really just purchased Ultra Light now. I used to purchase both, but now I just purchase Light. For me, it just works out with the Light. I usually 99% of the time want to sew on my products. 99% of the time. Okay. After we get that, let me get this glue off of here. And I don't have to be scared of getting glue on my covers. So let's get this down here. We'll get this nice and tight up against the edge here. Nice and tight up against the edge. Again, I push to make sure my fabric is up against the edge. Push and pull, and I push and I pull. Nice and tight up against the edge. There we go. How big is the spine again? This is actually whatever size the cereal box was. I thought about it later and I was like, I normally make my own custom spines, but this time I just chose whatever was the cereal box. So I guess this is 2 inch. Yeah, it's 2 inch spine on this right here. 2 inch is fine for my 3 signatures. It sometimes, is this 2 inch as well? Let me see. Yeah, this is 2 inch right here. And sometimes my embellishments get out of hand. You get a little bit of a crocodile effect. So you could do a little bit bigger spine if you're gonna do 3 signatures. If you do decorate it as much as I do, I put a lot of cards and stuff. This one's 2.5 inch. And so you can see this is less crocodile-y, but I do put as much decoration in it, but it is less crocodile-y than this one here that is 2 inch. But I kind of don't like the space right here. I don't know. I could have spaced them out a little bit more and made that space not so prominent. It could have also gone with another signature on here. So I guess 2 inch is fine for my 3 signatures. Lenny says, Daisy, why don't you make and sell items on your Etsy? I think you would sell a lot. I do sell items on my Etsy. I just use my own private Etsy because I pay less fees that way. Yeah, this is what I do for a living. Luckily, I'm lucky enough to make a living off my junk journal kits, my printable junk journal kits, as well as my junk journals. I am a lucky duck. Is anyone else having troubles with YouTube unsubbing from Daisy's channel? I have seen people talk about they get unsubbed from other channels. I have heard that once in a while here from my channel. So I think it's probably a YouTube problem, you know. I've heard that on other channels a lot. It's just YouTube doing what YouTube does. I know, right, Jen? I know. I'm so lucky. I'm the luckiest person. I am so thankful that the community has embraced me over the years. And I have been doing this full time for about the last 5 years. Last 5 years, I would say. Oops, I'm knocking over glue. I'm knocking over everything, y'all. Everything I have right now, mostly, is because of Etsy. So I am the junk journal community. So I am just so ever grateful to everybody who watches my channel, checks out my shop, buys something, just subscribes. I'm so thankful for all of y'all so much. So much. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what it is. YouTube is just weird. Can't get it together. Okay, so that's done there. Just pressing down, make sure we get good contact. Okay, so there's that. And now there's this right here. We gotta do the small sides now. Okay, let's do the small sides. I like to do them in this order specifically because I like to pinch that little corner right there. And I found this to be a lot easier than the other way around. So I do things in specific order because I've kind of figured that's the best way to do it by now. But that's why when I do like a different technique, I am just lost and I make a lot of mistakes. But when I stick with this technique that I know hands down, then it's just a lot easier. It's just so much easier. Again, we're going to pinch this little corner here with your fingernail. Just going to dig this little corner kind of into itself. Same over here. And then we're going to fold it over. See what he wants to come undone. Nope. Get back in there. in their corner. I think we're good. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to work on signatures, getting the signature papers together. Same time, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time, and 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back. We'll be working on signatures. Or I'll already have the signatures ready and we'll be ready to sew them in. I don't know. I do have to print a lot of pages. So I might just be cutting down pages and chatting. That's a little bit more of a, I would say more of the boring part, but it is a part. It is a part of this process. So. Okay, so this side right here, we're going to pinch the corner. Pinch the corner here too. Like that, and turn it over. Okay, you guys, I am done for tonight. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Look how cute that looks. Ooh, I love it. I don't know. I guess this will be the front. Is this going to be the front? I try and look at the direction of the flowers. I guess this will be the front. I do like this a little bit better. Okay, you guys, I am all done for tonight. So tonight we made the inside cover. I showed y'all the process to make the inside cover. And we covered some of the books here in the outside cover. I'm going to be back tomorrow with all of them glued down like this right here. I have to do 3 more, I guess. 3 more I gotta do. And I need to print out pages. I need to cut them down to size. So we'll be working on some more stuff here tomorrow night. If y'all would like to join me, the saga continues. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And I appreciate y'all's conversation, chatting with me. I really thank you guys so much. Lenny, thank you. You are too kind. Everybody is too kind to me, and I really appreciate your support. If you are looking for Journal Printables, please check out my store at TsunamiRose.net. Patricia Stubbs, please make sure to contact me on Facebook. Okay, girlfriend. Okay, you guys. Good night. Bye.